I just wanted to show a demonstration, short demonstration of the project that we created in the CodeVerse Hackathon 3.0. So this is the website that we created, which is a smarter vegetable shopping powered by local vendors. Okay. And I guess, yeah, the backend is running. Now I will show you the quick overview of what is the application. First of all, we can simply sign in here or we can create an account. Now this is joining as a user. If you want to change the role and join as a vendor, you can do that as well. Okay. Now if we go to sign in, so I've created a user account, so I will quickly sign in using that. Okay. So yeah, so we have signed in successfully, and the first page that the user sees is this one. So here is the list of the vegetables, fruits, etc., which he can see from the local vendors that are posting this or having these products. So he can quickly filter like all categories to vegetables. Okay, so the vegetables are filtered. Also, you can filter the stock, like let's say I want the vendor which has the medium stocks so that I can have a reasonable price. So those vendors are filtered according to the vegetables. And finally, I can sort using the price. Let's say I have the decreasing price, so I will just sort it using that. And these are some common filters that we can have. Now we have another feature, which is this one. And also we have a smooth drawer, which is like quite usable. Now, here we have a map which will track my location. Okay, so this is my current location. So I will just quickly show you how it is tracking. So when we are creating the account, then for the vendor, it is tracking like this. If I click here, then automatically it will detect my location. And also it is in the background also capturing the coordinates for accurate location precision. Now let's sign in back for the user. So that was it. And for the user, it is basically tracking the locations. For the first time, it will ask for the permission and then it will be having the location. Now, if for suppose this is the map and I want to center, then I can center myself. And this is a range in which we have to find the vendors. Also, we have the vendors in my range. Okay. So we have all the products of those vendors listed here. And also, if I want a specific product, let's suppose that I need a tomato. So I can simply search here, and if I click on search, then I will see that particular vendor which will have this particular product. If I just click on the vendor, then it will be showing the products that the vendor has. Okay. So these are the products that the vendor has. And also we can see the details like how the map works. So this is quite helpful if you want to find out the details about the map. Now the next feature for the user is the basket estimator. Okay. So this is a quite important feature in which the user can select a product. Let's suppose that he has to select the apple. So so let's say that there are no products selected. So let's suppose that he selects apple and another one is carrot. So these two products the user has selected. Now, if he just clicks on calculate best vendor, then based on these two products, what is the best vendor will be shown to him. Basic algorithm is running in the backend based on the prices and the distance. And if I let's suppose that want carrot, then I can simply click on this. And two vendors are getting shown, and the top one, which is the latest one, is being shown here. Okay, which is of the cheapest price. So this is another feature. And finally, there is one feature which is of the notifications. So whenever there is a price change, which I will be showing you in a moment, the notification will be triggered to the user. Okay. So this was for the user side. Now I will also show you the journey of the vendor. So I will be just signing in with the vendor credentials. Yeah. So this is the first screen that the vendor will see. Store dashboard. Okay. So he can basically see what is the market, how is the market going on. And also he has the same amount of filters here. Also he can see the local vendors products and their prices. Also for this, we have a add product section, which is quite interesting because adding products to the catalog is quite a difficult process, right? But we have simplified it in a most simple manner. So one is to manual add where the farmer has to input the details of the product. Here, if I input the fruit and if I select, let's suppose orange, then automatically from the database, the image will be fetched for the orange. I can set the price, let's say 400. And here I can also select the unit, which is let's say units. And in the stock, I have 800. And then you can add the item into the database. Okay. Now, here we have another feature, which is CSV upload. So let's suppose that we have a list of products. No need to worry about the image. And having the specific format, the vendor can simply upload the CSV and the products will be directly added. So I will just show you a demonstration. I have a products.csv here. I click on that and automatically the products will be added. These images are coming from the database that we have. So the vendor has to not worry about the images. and also then I can upload it from here. Okay. Now another feature we have is voice input. So I can also give a voice input here. So I will click. So if I just select my language, let's suppose Hindi, and I can start talking. So I will allow this time. Tomato 40 रुपए 50 किलो. If I stop, then this particular entry will be added in English here. And if I add this item along with the image, it will be stored into the database. So because it is getting stored and we have to filter and do stuff, so that is why it is getting stored in English. Okay. So now we can move to the next one, which is manage products. So this is also a cool feature where if the vendor updates the price or the stock in real time, then the user without a reload will see that particular update. So let's see this in action. What I will do is I will simply have an incognito tab having the same URL. Yeah, so now these are the vendors ranking. I will just have a split. Okay, so this is the inventory manager for the vendor, and this is what the user is seeing. Okay, so let's suppose that I update the stock for the carrot and it will auto focus on the price. If I hit a tab, it will auto focus on the stock, and I want to make the stock as 500, so the stock has increased, and so I will hit a tab again, and now I will enter. And as you can see that after the action is updated, it will highlight here that the stock for the carrot is updated. I can also go to the notifications, and here I will see that the stock for the carrot is updated to 500 with the details here, obviously. And I can also filter it based on unread, read, etc. So this is one interesting feature. If I want to show it again, then now if I update the price of the potato to, let's say, 10 rupees and make it action, then also the potato will be highlighted here with the updated price. Okay, so the price is decreased and so it is showing a downward green arrow. So overall, these are the features for the vendor. Also, he can get notifications if a second vendor will update the price of the specific product in his locality. So that is also an interesting feature. So these are the features that we have provided for both the user as well as the vendor. And this entire application is completely responsive. So yeah, this is the map that I'm having. Okay. And also I can list the particular vendors in that particular locality along with their products. Okay. Also the basket estimator, I can simply add and I will see the basket quantity, continue, and I will be seeing the vendors. So entire application is completely responsive, and this is the overall application and the solution that we provided for the hackathon. Even though we did not win, it was quite a nice experience. We had a lot of git merge conflicts, like the features that we created, they used to mess up and we had to do the things again and again. Like I would just show our graph of the branches that we had created. So from here you can see that initially it was quite going good, but later we messed up with a lot of branches, merging one branch into the other. So this was the complication in the workflow of the entire application. But finally, we toned it down, we narrowed it down, and finally at the last stage, you can see that there were single branch commits, which was our final branch. And lastly, I made a course change for deployment, and entire application is now running absolutely fine. So I guess that's it from my side. This was our entire application which we built during the hackathon. My entire team, Anjali, Krisha, Sarvadeep, all were fantastic while building this application, hoping to participate in more hackathons and probably getting a win. So that's all from my side. Thank you.